Oh, hey, you there. Do you like money?
Yeah, right?
Okay. I got the solution for you. Jobs have been the only or the best solution for not having money for about as long as I can remember, as unfortunate as that is. Now, most people, they start out with their first job and it's either fast food or retail. Now, I've always been a fast food guy, as unfortunate as that is. But you'll always hear other adults saying stuff like, yeah, I think everybody should work a fast food or retail job at least once in their life. And since I've only done fast food, except for maybe opening shift at a donut shop for like a month, I figured out to see how the other half of starter job happers live.
The rain came out of nowhere. Should have brought a jacket.
Now, as funny as I think it would be if I got this whole job just to make a silly little video out of it, I did actually need money. I know, I'm poor, but I had the idea to make the video while I was working. And I was like, hey, maybe it'll make the job more interesting. And it kind of did. I think when you grow up with YouTube, there's sort of a part in you that's like, oh yeah, let me just record while I'm doing some random thing. And like, you don't even use it for anything most of the time. I've spent hours drawing backgrounds for videos I've just like never made. I completely gave up on after like a week. That's not really relevant. But I hope you enjoy the footage as much as I enjoyed filming it. I hold my breath when I talk for like a story or something, and then I have to take like really big gasps in between. So I should probably explain what it is that I actually do. I work in footwear, so just like shoe boxes. Literally my job is organizing shoe boxes, making sure like the display shoe looks good, and answering questions customers might have. And that's pretty much it. It sounds pretty easy, right? Well, yeah, it is pretty easy. But I feel like I gotta explain my position just a little bit. So here, let me make a little chart. So up here, we got pros. Down here, we got cons. The pros, we're just gonna put, you get money. Work job, you get a little bit of money. Cons, you're never gonna be scheduled enough. And also the amount you make per hour isn't even enough to live on if you did get full time. Up here in the pros, we got learn as you go. Cons, there's no correct answer for anything, and every manager will call you wrong in a different way. And then last point, we got it's a super easy job. And honestly, I don't really have a con for that one. It's just kind of hard to answer customer questions sometimes. If you're like me and didn't grow up in like a shoe collecting family, or like you're a cobbler, I don't know. So yeah, easy job, the end, right? Well, no. Mostly just because I filmed more while I was at work and I want to actually use it for something. Like look at this shot of me redoing like half an aisle. I don't have any storage space left on my phone. So there's like two things you do in footwear, right? The main one is gonna be zoning. Zoning is basically just walking around, making sure the boxes look good. You just want to pull them up to the front. They cover the little holes in the shelf. You make sure they're straight, whatever. That's basically all you gotta do, right? Easy peasy. Projecting, I gotta get prepared for this one. Projecting is so time consuming. First, you gotta make sure all the shoes are organized with the smallest shoes on the bottom, the biggest shoes on the top.
If you have an automatic
make
shoes
sure
on
the
the
outer
top,
edge of it lines
you got
up
like
all the way
two
up in
rows
one
the
big
whole way.
line.
You got one
But
shoe
for
left
some
at the top.
reason, they don't even do
I like
just
put it in
bigger
the
size
middle.
shoes.
Put it in the middle of
Companies
the
will just make like a size 9 box, organize it
way
with big
bigger.
ones on the
It looks
bottom.
cool.
It
It looks
and
cool. Okay, I feel like I'm
don't look like
decorating.
I'm
I don't want
trying.
to. They just make it
box
way
is
bigger.
bigger,
And
so then
guys
you gotta
said
space
the
them out so
L
that it
can't do that.
overhangs
You
and it
gotta put
goes back
side.
together like a Jenga tower. And with all that, I love it. I love projecting because The ability to just sit down on an aisle that frustrates you so badly. You go over to like the women's running shoes or something. You sit down. Hey, this shoe doesn't go here. Let me put it where the other shoes go. Just take down the boxes. Reorder them the way you're supposed to. It's like a meditation. Right? I feel like I'm just playing a retail video game. And it's beautiful. Once you realize that your job that you hate can basically just be a video game where the goal is to be really good at your job, you're chilling, because that's all you have to do. I was never really someone as a kid that when I played video games, I was like, oh, let me make up my own challenge and do it. And while I think that's a really fun idea, that's just not the way my brain works most of the time. I just do what they set out for me to do. So going in to work at a place where I organize boxes all day, it's like my dream job.
Can I just do like a cup of ice cream and then a regular fry? That'd be it. Alright, thank you. That's really good. Thank you. You too. I already know where I'm about to eat this.
Farmer's Hoe Furniture. Farmer's Hoe Furniture.
I have realized we've been doing the wrong thing the entire day. Our team lead is generally, I guess it's hard for us to understand sometimes. So what she meant was, hey, you guys, like, when you get on one end of the way, the other end of the way, in zone, just meet them. And somebody's just walking along the aisle, pulling boxes to the front, and making sure they're neat looking. Don't care about the sizes or any of the stuff that's worked out, unless someone does have a story. But even that, something come back to later in the night, if you have time. But what she said was, hey, you guys, like, walk along in size, which is, like, fully redoing something and making sure it's sized correctly. So me and the other guy have been, like, completely taking our time. So while we've been locking in on, like, one or two aisles, families come in completely just, like, screwed up everything else. So we have to zone like crazy for the rest of the night now.
So basically we wasted our entire shift doing the wrong thing, and then we had to rush to zone everything at the very end. And that's where footwear gets bad. My issue here isn't having to do all these things, right? Like, I like sitting down and projecting something. Even if the goal for the day is literally just project the entire way. If that can be the thing that I do, I would love to do it. My issue is, how much am I supposed to do, right? Now, I know this is just getting to the point of overthinking, right? This is just overthinking territory. The training videos that they give you when you start the job are not helpful at all, really. They don't tell you what you do. 90% of them are just the standard, like, hey, don't steal from us. Don't say bad words to people. Like, I don't know, like regular job stuff. And then a solid 5% of it was like, hey, make sure the shoes are sized with the little on the bottom and the big on the top. Use the small one for the display shoe. So I'm in the dark when I start this job, really. All I know is how to completely redo an aisle. And for my first week, the 3 or 4 shifts that I worked, I just completely redid stuff. Until our manager showed up from her like 3-week long vacation and taught literally all 3 of us that were new what we were supposed to do. We had just been like super cleaning everything. In practice, what you do most of the time is just tidy up a little bit. You don't really do projecting. One person will have like one area they project for the day. But since that's what I was taught, I now see this level of detail while I'm going through doing my minor touch-ups. So the whole day, my brain's just collecting all these things that are wrong that I don't have any time to fix. And it's not like I can just tell someone else to do it. Most of the time you're by yourself. So what do? You know, I'm walking around halfway through my shift. I still got 4 hours till we close. And I see a shoebox a little bit open. Oh, let me try and close that. Boom. I look at it. It actually goes to the other side of the store. Walk over there to that aisle it goes in. Boom. The whole aisle is completely messed up. All the sizes are wrong. At what point do I have to stop seeing a level of wrongness? How do I stop myself from caring about it enough to fix it? Because if they're teaching me to have this level of attention to detail, but they're also teaching me not to use it, what are we doing? But I try not to really think about it that much. If you can pretend that you're a video game character while you're at work, then you can also pretend that you don't have the brain complexity to think of the fact that they're teaching you conflicting values, and even if you make double minimum wage, you can't afford the cheapest apartment. I rank this job a B-. Thank you for listening, and have a good rest of your day.